It wasn't too long ago that we brought the Venango video cameras to a site very close to this highway. As a matter of fact, it was then a site. It was a construction site. But now, that has turned into a part of the highway. For those of you who haven't been here yet, we decided to bring our cameras and take you on the new missing link. Yes, Route 8 has been opened. One of the first things you may notice are the new signs, the exit signs for Nectarine and Wesley. Formerly, that's where the road came to an end. Soon have to go. Expressway ends. There it is up ahead. What was called the missing link for so long is now the new Route 8, connecting the Oil City Franklin vicinity to the very important transportation link of Interstate 80. It's kind of a thrill riding on a new section of highway recently opened, and being that we kind of skim the hilltops here, there's some pretty views that are afforded everyone. Yeah, the new section takes away a lot of the curves and a lot of the slowness that 3 miles did present before, and of course it brings you right to Park-Kayton. So one of these days, when you have nothing to do, just for the heck of it, for the newness of it, you might want to travel it. The missing link, the new part of Route 8.
Well, Sam, since that time, a lot of wonderful things have happened with the original concept, the idea of Gripe Out Day. As you recall, my original idea was to get Oil City on the scale of a national level with a National Gripe Out Day. A chance for everyone in Oil City and the surrounding area to quit griping for one day. But alas, the idea fell through. I couldn't get any local backers to support this idea. And so, amazingly enough, a friend of mine suggested the idea of a toy. Well, the wheels started to turn, and the next thing you know, we had a prototype of what we now call the Gripe. And if you recall, we had a jingle. Know them now and know them well, for deep inside of us do dwell. And without much further hype, let me introduce to you the Gripe. So this here is my concept of greedy green. This is the greedy green Gripe. And over to my left in Edna's arms is the angry red Gripe. I would suppose that both of these are everyone's favorites because everyone has greed, or everyone is angry at one time or another. I shouldn't say everyone, but 99% of the people, I believe, are either angry or greedy. 99% of the people are either angry or greedy most of the time. But anyways, this is where we are. We've got them copyrighted from the U.S. Copyright Office in Washington, D.C. He's now registered. He's a national symbol now, we should say. And the children that we've showed them to, they just love them. Adults, too, love the Gripes just as much as we do. So, but that's where we're at, Sam. After 2 years now, we've got a live model here. The greedy green Gripes and the angry red. And now, you can buy Oil City's only and original Gripes here at Edna's store at 601 North Seneca Street in Oil City, Pennsylvania.
Routes 8, 62, 322 all converge on this jewel of Venango County, Franklin, Pennsylvania. Billed lately as a model of turn-of-the-century architecture, Franklin, Pennsylvania has something else to boast about these days. Something that has been renovated, brought to new life, and something that will bring joy to Venango County for many years to come. If you look closely behind the colors of fall, you can see it. Remember the Kayton Theater? Well, it's been changed, renovated, and now it's the Civic Operetta's Park-Kayton. Residents of Venango County truly admire this masterpiece of renovation.
It's something new in Franklin.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Very beautiful.
Many residents of Venango County remember the true greats of the silver screen. Humphrey Bogart, Lana Turner, John Wayne. Yes, we all came to see them here. Soon, we'll be seeing our own stars in Venango County in the new Civic Park-Kayton. Thanks to so many dedicated people, we have a new pride, a new joy in Venango County. Yes, indeed, a showplace of showplaces. You might say justice has been done to a very old building. Buy a bow, build a fountain. And that's exactly what happened. Finally, after a campaign lasting some 6 months, the new Oil City fountain is just about ready to be put in place. The fountain comes from Farmingdale, New Jersey, from Image Enterprises. And it's basically here due to the cooperation of the Oil City Buy a bow, build a fountain. And that's exactly what happened. Finally, after an absence of some 6 months, the new fountain on Oil City's south side at the 4 lanes is just about ready to be put in operation. The fountain itself was built in Farmingdale, New Jersey by Image Enterprises and cost some $60,000 to construct. Basically, the effort from Buy a Bow, the Oil City Garden Club, and through some grant money. The fountain itself is composed of woolmanized wood, fiberglass, and then an aggregate blend for the outside finish. City officials said it would take just about a week to install the new fountain, depending upon weather cooperation, and then a short test period will ensue. Buy a bow, build a fountain. It all came true. And And as you drive through Venango County, there's no doubt you've crossed over this bridge many times, the old State Street Bridge. But right beside it, ever so close to completion, and the work continues on a daily basis, the weatherman is cooperating, the new Veterans Memorial Bridge is just about ready for the first cars to go across. The $9 million plus project is soon to come to an end. As the work on the structure draws to a close, recently new traffic patterns had to be established in Oil City in order for the tie-ins. The tie-ins, that is, for the new Veterans Memorial Bridge into State Street and Seneca Street. This is the Samuel Justice Recreational Trail. For our purposes, we will be going from Oil City to Franklin, with our various stops along the way. One thing that you will notice all along the trail, regardless of whether you bike it, walk it, or run it, are these old railroad markers, designated the distance between towns. In this case, Oil City to a stop somewhere past Pittsburgh. If you stop just past the 129 marker, you have a chance to see the remnants of the old bridge. The trolley bridge, that is, that once carried the passengers from Franklin to Monarch Park and back. All along the trail, areas are now made hospitable for the biker, the walker, or the runner. Some of them affording some very beautiful views. Actually, most of these areas have been known to fishermen for a long time. Some people, however, are a little upset about the destruction of the trees here. After all, we should be environmentally concerned. After you've gone about 1.5 miles down the trail, coming from Oil City once again, you come to one of those spots I told you about in the beginning of the sequence here. Remember how I said you've got to stop and smell the roses? Use a little bit of your imagination? Well, nature really helps you on this one. We've kind of nicknamed it Beautiful Falls, because that's exactly what it is. I highly recommend stopping here just for a few quiet moments and take in nature at its best. Just the sound of the cool, refreshing waters is reason enough to stop. And if you walk a little further, you can almost imagine an Indiana Jones adventure taking place here. Now, I did mention to stop at these points whenever you bike, run, or walk. But I forgot about one other mode of transportation that we seem to enjoy: skating, or as the new trend is, rollerblading. Now, here's the spot you have to use your imagination on again. Is this bike trail becoming so popular that they're dynamiting for oil? Or are they building fast food restaurants, condos, and hotels along it? Of all the sights and stops along the trail that you can make, Perhaps this is one of the most impressive of all. And you don't have to use your imagination all that much either. This is the gate that once welcomed all the visitors to the beautiful Joseph P. Sibley Mansion. Construction began here in May of 1913. It was so beautiful and so well visited that at one time a state farm convention was even held here. No, not the insurance. I mean a farm convention. This was set up as an experimental and demonstration farm area. People from all over the state, as a matter of fact, all over the country, converged over here to see new farming methods and ways to make their dairy herds grow bigger. The Pennsylvania Railroad even designated this as an official stop on its trip from Pittsburgh to Oil City. The Joseph P. Sibley House, as well as all the stone structures around here, were made from rock hewn right out of this area. A stoneworker by the name of Ernest Grendelis supervised the work. The old sidewalks that so many visitors once walked upon are still visible. Some are grass-covered, however. And there, far in the distance, on River Ridge, is the home that Joseph P. Sibley once occupied. Later it was sold to the White Fathers and is now occupied by Life Ministries. This is one stop well worth a few moments to just gaze upon. Just a few steps down from the gate, not even worth pedaling, you will see this road that appears to go right into the Allegheny River. This is another one of those places that fishermen have known about for years. As a matter of fact, in the summertime, it's not too uncommon to see a tent erected over here, boats moored at the shore, and people swimming in the water. It's nice to stop in here, throw a few rocks, maybe take off your hiking shoes or your biking shoes, and wade out a little bit. Now, this is a secluded area right down from where everyone fishes. If you use your imagination, you can just imagine bringing things up the river. Something that you would want no one else to know about. Let's call this Smuggler's Bay. Yes, as you ride your bike down through here, just look off to the right as you head from Oil City to Franklin. Look at the hidden waterway. Smuggler's Bay, Pirates Cove. It's right down below you as you ride by. All you need is your imagination to work. And of course, if there are pirates and smugglers along the Allegheny, they must have a place to stay, a place to go to the bathroom too. Henceforth, Bad Guys Campground. As you continue on the bike trail, looking from side to side, no doubt you'll notice some structures that you wonder, what are they? Looks quite interesting up there. Let's take a closer look at this one. It just could be the obelisk from 2001. Again, as you travel down the bike path from Oil City to Franklin, there's another spot you might want to just stop for a few moments and look across the Allegheny. In the distance, across the water, you'll notice the old rusting building, once part of a large refinery. A little ways down, and you'll see some old tanks and some stone structures still standing. Look into the sky now, and you'll realize you're more than halfway there. Right now, you're going under the high-tension wires. Once you cross under the high-tension towers, you're going to come to this area. For our videoing purposes today, let's call this Wide Pass, because that's exactly what it is. Back when the Pennsylvania Railroad ran through here, it gave the trains an opportunity to pass one another. There was a siding here. Some cars were even stored. Remember, we are following the old PRR railroad tracks. As you come to the end of Wide Pass, you'll come to another ravine. We'll call this Wide Pass Cavern Park, because it does give you the image of a park. If you have some time to spare, and I hope you do, it's well worth a few minutes to stop and go up through here. If you like hiking, you'll find an excellent trail that will take you back at least a half a mile. There are many ways to ride. Here it is, Conqueror's Curve. Once around this bend, you know you've made it all the way up. As we get close to the holiday season, there's one memory that many of us have. Trains. What a joy it always was to wake up on a Christmas morning and find them going round and round underneath the tree. The joy of Christmas morning continues every day. Let us introduce you now to Dave Walentosky of Oil City. His hobby and his passion is trains. He's been collecting them for years and probably has one of the most impressive layouts in the area. We have the opportunity to visit with Dave Walentosky and ask him how he got started in this fantastic hobby.
Well, actually, years back, I don't know if you remember Leyland Electric. It was located on the south side. When I was probably about 4 or 5 years old, I used to peer through the window and watch the different models of trains. I was pretty impressed. As time went on, I'd pick up a few here and there, and within the last 5 years, it became a really nice hobby. And there's quite a few different train collectors within the area, and most of them do have the same credentials I do. There's a lot of work, and you spend a lot of time, but it's a very worthwhile hobby.
Dave has literally searched the country to pick up some fine, intricate pieces. Most of it dating back into the 1950s. A lot of it all original Lionel. There are pieces on Dave's layout that you'll find only in your memories. Dave's hobby and passion for train is shared by others. His son Chris on the right and friend Joe also enjoy coming up and running the train for hours on end. Along with the rolling stock on the board, Dave also has shelves and boxes and boxes filled with diesels, cabooses, tank cars, and coal cars. Really is shown when all the lights above are turned out and the miniature village comes alive. This time of year just wouldn't be the same without trains. For some of us, any time of year just wouldn't be the same without trains. Trains, the clickety-clack, will always have the magic. Just something I had to share with you. This time of year, especially in our Venango County area, is noted for its beautiful sunrises and sunsets. Just traveling back from doing one of our programs, we came around this one, along Route 8. The late fall pre-winter sky. Nature's way of saying goodbye to one season and welcoming in another. And what a sight it is.